Just like you come upon this show. If you don't like what we're talking about, turn the freaking channel. Turn it off. You know, go back to your video feed that you get, just spoon-fed to you by Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. You know, that's what's going on in this world. Everybody is just tuned into one channel or maybe two channels, but there's very few channels. So what I'm saying is she saw these people in a Mexican restaurant, a group of like 10 people with MAGA hats.
Well, I can see why that triggered her. She's like, how dare you come to this place when you want to.
Yeah, you want Mexicans out of here. And also
how ignorant people are about that issue.
Well, I'll also say that it's quite possibly some people that are 1 or 2 or maybe 0 degrees of separation from somebody that came into this country recently. You know what I mean? In that restaurant, working in that restaurant, maybe an owner of that restaurant, and you're kind of being a dick if you're wearing your MAGA hat to a Mexican restaurant. You go to a barbecue place,
my God.
I say you're fine. You go to a donut spot, that's cool. Because Americans eat donuts all the time. And then you go to a hot dog joint, if you go to an apple pie store, you can wear your MAGA hat.
You are ridiculous. Trying to
but you get schnitzel? No schnitzel with your MAGA hat. No spicy meatball.
All right, you're trying to be funny, and it's not that funny.
Okay.
But I love you either way. Check out this video that we're talking about. We got way off topic there for a moment, but this is what's going on here.
This is the forcibly removing.
Yeah.
The manhandling. That guy is touching her way too much. Oh, and then just punched her.
Can I get my shoe? I got it, girl.
That is manhandling.
Look at this one here.
So was this handled well? And
here's the thing, man. It wasn't. I don't think it was handled very well. You can pull that down now.
I mean,
that's about it.
The
dude that they were with didn't get manhandled.
The way they were being handled is dehumanizing, and I feel like this person
why didn't they leave?
Obviously had some negative preconceived notions about the people that he was touching.
Why do you think that? Why isn't it not people that refuse to fucking leave?
I don't think anybody that respects another human being would handle them that way.
Dude,
especially if
I asked you to
being...
leave. What else do? I gotta sit here and keep asking you to leave? We asked you to leave. You must leave. And they're like, no, we don't fucking have to. It's entitlement. What happened here? They could have just got up and left like the other group. And they're gonna say, oh, the other group got escorted quite kindly. They got up and left when the manager told them to leave. And the other group was like, now, granted, let's say, I believe their thing by I believe the LBGT chicks got. Were telling the truth when they said they were probably throwing homophobic slurs at them. I'll believe that, whatever. Let's say that happened. And then they both got into it and started fighting, and they were both asked to leave. It's a policy. When you see two people fighting, you just go, both of you guys, let's go.
You both leave.
So that's what happened. And one side just got up and fucking left. Fuck this. And the other team sat down and fucking said, we're gonna sit here. They're gone. We're not gonna be any more trouble. And they're like, listen, what's done is done. Y'all need to go. And they got forcibly removed.
Did the people that were calling out the slurs get to stay?
They took off as soon as it happened. As soon as the manager said both you need to leave, the other team got up and left.
Okay.
So here's what.
But I will say,
if
the other person came in and started throwing slurs, and those other people were there first, they should have been
right. And I'm
able
with them
to
on
stay.
That. They should have been able to stay.
Should have been able to stay.
But when there's fights like that, and listen, they weren't just sitting there taking it; they were fighting back. They were yelling back at them, according to sources here.
Yeah.
But when that happened,
if there was was there a stand your ground law?
Totally would have been a different story.
Probably could have just shot those dudes for. Been like, oh my gosh, their rage and all their homophobia, I feel threatened. Boom, boom.
Now,
where's the good guy with the gun there?
Did the security guards over manhandle them? I'd say so.
It looked like they were assaulting them.
They weren't assaulting them. They were just trying to grab them.
If those were women, that would have been assault.
Well, they are women. They're trans women. If that's what you're trying, if you're trying to see something different, this guy's being controversial over here.
Okay, you know what I mean.
But listen, have we not been to downtown Austin?
Wow. I mean, but do you see?
Where you see lots of those chicks in pretty high dresses, tight dresses, punching dudes and feeling super entitled. That's what's going on. Just because they're LGBT doesn't mean they get any extra special privileges.
Well, no, we understand that you don't want anybody to get special privileges. We get it, but
they were asked to leave, and they should have left as well.
We're bringing up this story for what reason?
Well, that's the reason. Well, we can't have just like stories like this.
Are we bringing it up to highlight?
I'll tell you what happened.
The fact that there's
the LGBT
there's gender identity issues right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then is this a segue into identity politics?
No, it's not. Absolutely not. But listen, what happened is this is all part of the boycotting bullshit that's going on here. Now, just by listening to one side of the story and assuming that those people were telling the truth, which I'm not going to take it at face value. I'm going to question it. Why did one team leave and you guys got escorted out? You're just saying one side of the story. It's like believing Jussie Smollett about his story and then finding out it's complete bullshit. We need to look into it before we start going and boycotting. But what happened is they gathered all the LGBT crew over there, stood in front of their doors, blocked people from getting in, said fuck off. It's their right to do that.
Yeah, and there's probably people that like went to the bouncer or the manager's house and held up signs about how they're intolerant and stuff like that, and that sucks.
So they donate.
But you know what? This is my call to arms here, people. Listen up.
Here we go.
Listen up.
Don't
be an asshole.
Yeah, it's so simple.
Don't be an asshole.
Listen to me.
No,
you got a group of people that are just hanging out, minding their own business, and then they get verbally assaulted by a group of polo wearing chodes, and it just so happens that the bartender, manager, bouncer identifies more with the chodes than the other people that have every right to be there. Then
they both had a right to be there.
Yeah, but once you start mouthing off, you got to get freaking out.
And
which
is what happened. Absolutely, and both sides happened. They could have just taken it, and they'd still be sitting there. They can, hey, excuse me, manager, these guys are throwing some homophobic slurs, and we're just here to enjoy ourselves after an awesome day of being awesome, right? And they didn't do that. You were being an asshole too. Assholes on many sides. It happens.
Yeah, it's good people.
But here's the thing here. This is the official statement from Las Perlis, and I'm going to tell you what happened afterwards.
Is this an Austin restaurant?
There is one called that in this town, but it's not affiliated with
affiliated.
Last evening, which was Friday night, an escalated verbal altercation broke out among two groups of guests at Las Perlis. Our manager on duty asked both groups to leave as the safety and security of our patrons and employees is top priority in our establishments. The guards removed the guests that were not compliant with the manager's request, just like I said, to leave, and did so in accordance with company policy. Here's the thing. Las Perlis donated all their profits to that night to the LGBT, to that company BN.
Oh, so then they're totally in the clear.
They're not. I don't think they're in the clear.
They gave
but
money.
I also think
they gave money to LGBT. You're right.
And I think also
You're right. They're in the clear.
I think
did those,
the security guards got reprimanded or something. That's what else I heard.
But they still work there.
I don't know if they work there still. It's unconfirmed. But listen, there you go.
You can't put your hands on people.
You go woke. We could see that this would happen. We all make sense, but we listen to one side. If you listen to her talk and say that we were just sitting there minding our own business, and all of a sudden these guys were fucking calling us fucking weird ass names, and then we just sat there, did nothing, and then they told us to both leave, and then we got forcibly ejected. We got to do what Charlie Mason would say. That doesn't pass the smell test. There's a little bit more that we're not being told, and we want to look into that.
So if I walk into a place and I start going, hey yo, you Puerto Rican, you're Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah, Puerto Rican.
Hey, you're Puerto Rican. You got to get out of here. We don't serve sandwiches to Puerto Ricans. Are you Puerto Rican? Dominican Republic.
Who, me?
Where are you from?
You're making that joke again.
Hey, you got to get out of here.
Get that hurricane link.
You got to get out of here. You're terrible.
Okay.
You're gonna just sit there and be like,
okay, what are you just trying to kill time here?
Excuse me, sir. Yeah, I was waiting for you.
All right, my man. So moving on. If you guys have any comments about that, give us a call. We got the number down. It'll pop up here.
From Puerto Rico?
Yeah, Puerto Rico. It's still an American fucking whatchamacallit. Is it? I guess if you're born there, you're an American citizen. So
I think so.
that's a territory
I'm
of
not sure.
America. So this next story is from Axios. If you guys have any, if you guys want to call in, fucking
Call in.
holler at us.
512-477.
What do you think about that last one? Who was in the right? Did Las Perlis have to do that? I mean, I'm sure they donated it because. And you know the thing is, I guess this is what else I want to get into. This whole boycott fucking culture that we're falling in. You know, if they don't, it's fine if somebody said, you know, kicked out some transgender lesbians and gay guys, you know, for no reason.
Are we still on this?
Do I need to be on this still?
I don't know. I
It's
thought we figured it out.
Well, it ties into the chicken wars for me. You know, we've got
Okay.
Popeye's chicken and ChickfilA fighting over each other. They are, whoever is going on here. I understand that there's a lot of people who hate Chick-fil-A. I don't have a fighter in this fight here when it comes to chicken. I just don't go to any chicken joints and get it. Maybe I'll get some chicken wings, but nothing like a chicken sandwich. Sometimes once every year or something.
Well, you're just anti-chicken.
I'm not anti-chicken. I just like burgers better.
Okay.
So that's why I opt for burgers. I'll go for a burger anytime. Anyways, so from what I understand, Popeye started selling a fucking chicken sandwich. And then everyone lined
Twitter.
up and everyone went to Twitter and said, oh, yeah, now we can fucking go to this place because the one place we did like is homophobic somehow because they donate to charities like
No.
Reform Gays or whatever by churching or whatever. It's their right to do so. I mean, that doesn't make them homophobic, especially the people who work there. But listen, I feel that that's what it's all about. It's another attack on Christian people.
No. This was a nice and healthy chicken war.
You think
chicken
so?
sandwich war. Okay, Popeyes announced that they had a new sandwich. And then
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. If this is between the
And
corporations, it's absolutely a fair
KFC
thing. But I'm talking about when I opened up my Facebook and I saw, Popeyes won the chicken wars because they fought against homophobic Chick-fil-A. And I read this over and over. Homophobic within this chicken war thing.
Yeah. But this is the thing. That's your trigger.
Is it?
Yeah, you get triggered when you hear about any gender politics, like any company that is like forced to change their bathroom signs from men or women to a man and woman sign.
Wrong.
You're like, I don't know why businesses have to change their rules to identify with these A, B, C gender things.
If
It's like,
that's what you really think, then
that's
we're
what
not finding common ground today because that's not what I think at all.
okay, well then what do you think?
What do I think?
Why are you so upset?
I'm not upset.
Because this is not an attack on Christianity.
Yeah,
This
not
is-
between
this
the companies
listen,
themselves.
that
It's for the people that all posted that, and you know who you are. If you're even watching this, you know who you are.
Anybody that posted shit
And all
about
I was
Chick-fil-A,
saying-
but anybody that posted shit about Chick-fil-A has been posting shit about Chick-fil-A since they made their homophobic policies years ago.
Like they don't hire gay people.
They don't.
How do you know? You don't know that.
You better not be out, because if you're out of the closet, you're gonna probably be fired.
It's just because they donate to some, questionable charities and things like.
No, they put money into religious organizations that believe in the conversion therapy, which has been proven to be not a thing.
Listen, do you think they're forcing people to join these things of gay conversions? No, people aren't forced into it. Some kids probably, but they don't have. They can go to it and then they leave, and then they're still going to be gay. That's the thing. What's the big deal with letting someone try something and you know it's going to fail either way? Or it's going to be one of those obviously gay dudes that gets married and then they figure this out later on in life.
Yeah, that's the 50s.
Yeah, it doesn't happen anymore. So what's wrong with someone going to a gay
Doesn't
conversion?
happen anymore. It happens all the time. It's like, no, Stephen, you're supposed to get married to a woman and have children because it's your birthright, and you're the last of the Stevenson.
Listen, dude.
and it's important for
There's
you to
a
have
fucking
boys so that the
reason-
name of our bloodline goes on. That's all bullshit. This is all fucking simulation. And I'm telling you right now that if you just can't understand that we are evolving, and this and when I say evolving, I'm talking about spiritually evolving, dude.
What's wrong
this
with
stuff has
sharing
been
your
going on.
beliefs with your children and having them
None of this is new.
want to get married and make babies have grandbabies basically.
Liberace was born in the 30s, bro. So I mean, we've had the sequin suits for a long time.
Right.
It's just before you just were led to believe that Liberace
were
was
a confirmed
just
bachelor
slaying the ladies with those sequins. Yeah,
Meanwhile,
he was bringing them back to the back room.
You're packing fudge with the best of them.
Yeah, they were holding the mirrors or pouring the champagne. Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
so do you think if someone like Liberace
world.
went to conversion therapy, he would have turned into a regular old non-homo? The thing is, I'm saying it doesn't work, right? It doesn't work. So let them fucking do it. Let them donate to that cause. So what were we so angry about? Because they want to have they believe in traditional marriage. Is that so fucking bad?
No, that's not bad. But,
okay,
but
that's what I'm
gays
talking
don't go
about.
to their restaurant. And then so whenever gays see their name pop up in a Twitter war about who has the best sandwich, they're like, you know what? ChickfilA is fucking garbage.
And so when those gays want to get catered for their wedding, and then they say
they don't go to Chick-fil-A.
Well,
they don't
let's
go to
say they
Chick-fil-A.
go. Let's say they want to go buy a cake from somebody that wants them to make a gay cake, and he doesn't want to do it based on religious freedom, or he doesn't want to do it because it's against his beliefs.
Chick-fil-A making cakes?
What if they make chicken cakes? You don't know.
They don't make chicken.
Well, let's say they wanted to, and they wanted Chick-fil-A really bad, and they sued Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Just like Master Cake Shop.
If you are a part of the LGBT community,
okay,
and you see a store that is called "We Hate Gays,"
which never will exist.
I mean, if you go in there and order a cake under the guise that you are a conventional marriage, like what you would call a conventional marriage, then you're going to be a provocateur.
Oh, really?
Okay, yeah. Just like that gentleman that we were talking about earlier that walked in shortly after the shooting in El Paso into a Walmart with his with his bulletproof vest and an AR-15. That's a provocateur. Like, why did he do that? You tell me that it's because he was scared of being shot in a mass shooting at a Walmart.
Yeah.
I say he's an asshole.
Okay, so two things can be true at the same time.
And I say if you...
Hold up. Two things can be true at the same time. He was an asshole, and he didn't want to get shot at a fucking Walmart. So he brought his gun and some fucking body armor. And then he was promptly stopped by a man who did carry a gun.
Right.
And the thing I was debating with him is that he shouldn't be punished because he didn't do anything wrong legally. However, the only thing was wrong is timing. But you don't get in trouble for bad timing. When would have been a good time for him to start arming himself? Maybe he shouldn't carry a big giant scary gun that scares people, but a guy with a concealed gun totally stopped him. I think that's what we need. We need more people to conceal carry. And we will have more responsible citizens. Guess what? When you conceal carry,
good guys. This is a new rule.
Let me get my point through. Let me get my point through.
Good guys should not have bulletproof vests because if they've got a bulletproof vest, I think they're a potential bad guy.
You're stepping all over what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is that when you get a concealed license, you're a part of a database. You also go through a background check that's federal. So. That's the answer. Everyone wants a background check. Give them all the background check. Go for it.
Who's concealing an AR-15?
You can't conceal an AR-15.
Correct.
So, but it doesn't matter. Guess who stopped the guy with the AR-15? A guy with a pistol. So they're going to start carrying pistols. And then when you see someone that's got an AR-15 walking around,
carry a pistol.
You got your pistol on you.
With 6 or 10 rounds. I'm fine with that.
6 or 10 rounds?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go with the 10 rounds. Thank you.
Okay, that's fine. Most guns carry 10 rounds.
That's right.
Yeah.
Plus
but
one.
You don't need a 50-round clip. You don't need a 100-round.
Doesn't matter what you need or not. What you think someone needs.
No, I'm telling you what you need.
It's authoritarian. I'm not going to slide here.
Yeah.
No.
You
That's
know what?
authoritarian.
I'm the chosen one. I choose what you get.
I like how he says these things, and he thinks that like
no cannons,
he's like for reals.
No grenades.
I was the chosen one.
You don't get any 100-round clips. You don't get 50-round clips. You don't get 25-round clips. You get a 10-round clip. That's all you need.
If you're gonna start doing that, then why do we need dogs?
How many people?
Get rid of dogs. We don't need dogs. Who needs a dog?
How many people?
We don't need to hunt anymore.
You got to register a dog. You got to register a dog.
You don't have
to
register a dog.
You got to get yearly shots.
You don't.
So you got to get a checkup. You want a gun? You
What
get a yearly
law
checkup.
is in the books that
Make
says
sure
you
you're
have
not
to go get
crazy-
shots for your dog?
crazy
That's if you
fucking
want to make it it's like a vaccine for children. You don't have to get your children vaccine, but
Yeah,
you
but
have
they'll
to.
die of polio.
Right. It doesn't mean that I wouldn't do it, but I'm saying
I don't
you're,
wish
you're trying to
you're-
create these stupid ass laws that people should go with, and like
Wh-
what
which-
the fuck? Why
well,
do you want so much government
bring your
overreach?
Book, bring your book of laws that we can get rid of. What's one law that you want to get rid of?
Why do you think I want to get rid of laws? I want to not
Well, you're so
add any
scared
more
of laws.
fucking laws.
Okay, we won't add any more laws.
See,
but
this is the
let's-
thing. Your argument was
let's-
like, oh, well, then we'll have no laws. I'm like, dude, what's wrong with the
No, no,
laws
no,
we have
that was
available?
not my argument.
Yes, you were. You thought that
no. I told you that life without laws is cold, brutish, and short.
And I said, yeah, that's why we have laws on the books already.
Yeah,
So
and we're gonna have
you- and then
we're gonna
you
have to have more.
See, that's what I'm saying. You think that I'm talking about?
Okay, you've seen those things on the internet, or they were passed around in memes. Yeah, the law about in Indiana you can't chain your alligator to a fire hydrant. You know why you can't do that? It's because some asshole had an alligator that he got as this little tiny thing, and then it ended up being 6 foot long, and he'd take it out in the street,
Right.
and you know what? He probably chained it up to the fire hydrant while he went into the store to get his ripple for the night, and one of the alligator teeth ended up sinking into one of the little children in the neighborhood. Right? Maybe I'm making up a story. Maybe I'm telling the truth. I don't know.
Hey guys, give us a call, man. Jimmy-
512-477-2440.
How long have we gone? We've gone. We're almost done here.
Yeah, we're almost done.
Okay, let's just do some quick cringe or not cringe, you guys. Are we able to do that?
Yep.
All right. You guys know how this game is played. If you, I gotta get
Where's
some paper and
Brando?
everything.
I lost him.
If
Go ahead.
you
Don't
guys
worry
want to
about
play
what
with
I'm
us, you can call in live. We will get somebody on the line right now if you want to play. I guess we can do this. I think.
How do we do it?
Well,
Are they going to see it on the stream?
It'll
They'll
take-
see it on the stream.
It'll take a couple seconds if it's like we're streaming, but we'll do
Okay.
ours first, and then we'll ask them after they've seen it and heard it. I should be able to play all that stuff. Do I have a pen? I don't have
Oh
a
my
pen in
God.
here.
I did not calculate for bathroom breaks.
Yeah, well, we chugged a couple beers real quick. All right, let's do this. Who wants to play? Give us a call. We'll wait a few more seconds here. Yeah, then we're gonna play that one first. That one's
512-477. Here, I'm going to type it on the thing.
okay.
512-477.
Let's play some cringeworthy.
2440.
I know we see guys. We see y'all watching out there. Give us a call, man. Like, join in the conversation. If you guys got something to say, bring it.
I got to go to the bathroom.
I did want to say that Popeyes is a corporate conglomerate,
So what?
so might as well Walmart over fucking a mom and pop store. That's what
Look,
I'm saying.
All I'm saying is the enemy.
Did you taste the new chicken there?
No, I haven't had it.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
heard there was lines, like 100-hour lines for this Popeyes
Oh,
sandwich.
1 hour lines is what you're saying.
This is the thing. Citizens United was the single worst.
There we go.
It was the single worst decision by the Supreme Court ever. Citizens United was terrible. Who's on the line?
Turn down your radio. Hey, who's there?
Hey,
Hi. Who's this? Can you hear us? You're on the line. Jesus, Jimmy, you're
oh, it's
crackling.
Desiree.
Desiree. Oh, hello, Desiree. Can you hear us okay?
Oh, you know what? I might have to go into the other room because we're watching you live, but I think I'm getting feedback.
Yeah, so turn down your radio or go in another room there. But you're going to have to see the TV, so you should just turn it down, the TV down or the computer down. It's compelling radio
Hey,
over
what's
here.
going on?
Hi, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine now.
Wonderful. We are going to play some videos here, and you're going to rate them on a scale of 1 to 5. That's right. So when you see something you say that's really cringy, you go, that's 5. That's right. If it's not so cringy, you can say 0 or 1 or 2 or 3. And we're going to play a few of them. This is the cringe game. I'm kind of killing time because Jimmy's had to step out to pee. So unprofessional. You can't hold. He's got a bladder of a 12-year-old, It's crazy.
Don't ever go on a road trip with that guy.
Desiree, so what's new with you? How's life? Did you have any comments about what we talked about earlier today?
No clue. I literally just started watching tonight.
Just started watching, huh? I don't know what all that was about there.
Yeah.
So, well, all right, let's see here. Los and Jimmy. God, Jimmy, come on back here.
Let's
He couldn't have
just start.
He couldn't have just gone. All right, he gets this. He loses out on one. All right, you ready? Can you see the TV, Desiree?
Yes.
All right, I think you'll get sound for this, but it might be delayed for you. All right, play this first one here.
Oh crap, that's on me. That's on me.
Oh, we don't have any.
No, I got it though. I just got it muted, so that's on me. That's my fault. That's my fault. And
Here we
there
go.
we go.
Oh my God. Okay, Jesus Murphy. Whew, that's pretty freaking cringy to me. Desiree, what do you think? All right, have you seen it?
Yeah. Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 5, that's right. How cringy was that bad boy?
I mean, maybe a 3.
Oh, man. I thought this one was going to get major score here. Jimmy, he's almost here. Can you play that video for Jimmy since you're here? We can watch it one more time. Brandon, in the meantime, what did you think? Did you think that was pretty cringeworthy?
I give it a 2.5.
2.5. My goodness. I can't believe it. This is pretty freaking cringy to me. I'm going to go ahead and say that this is like a fucking 5 cringy. But let's get that played for Mr. Jimmy here.
All right, what do we got?
Did we lose it for a moment there?
Yeah, we lost video.